Next up on the Cosmic News Network, First Contact with Joshua Putt.
Earthlings, how you doing today? Welcome back to First Contact Radio. Hope you're doing well. Today is the 9th of November 2016. Our sun sign is in Scorpio. Our moon sign is in Pisces. Pisces represented by the tarot card of the moon. So yesterday we talked about the moon, and I was saying how this was apropos to what was going on with our process, that we were coming to the boundaries of what it is that we know, and now we need to go past that. And I suggested that what it is we knew was everything that was taking place in our government system up to that point in time, everything about Hillary and the current system that we're under, and that what was past that was the next step, breaking free from all of that. And that's exactly what happened yesterday in this election. That's exactly what happened. We've had an opportunity now to move past what it is that we've known for a long time, and now we're going to move forward. So definitely this is playing itself out as I described the other day. See some of the aspects we're looking at here over the course of the day. Well, we've had Neptune in here telling us we need to take things in a new perspective. We have the day to really contemplate that idea. Then this evening, 6:50 p.m., we have Saturn, which is now wanting to get into the mix and provide some discipline, focusing of our thoughts. As we get a little bit past that, 7 minutes later, now we got some transformation that's going to occur, Pluto, and then finally, 11:52 p.m., the sun and the moon are going to be in a trine. Both Scorpio and Pisces, two water signs, are going to be together, but this is a nice, good emotional feeling that will go on. The emotions of Scorpio, transformation, the emotions of Pisces, which is bringing in faith, trusting, all come together in a nice, good, positive flow. So that's good. People will start to see that what happened was really an amazing, awesome thing that has happened. All right, and that takes us into Aries for tomorrow, but we're not there yet. All right, let's look at our moon phase for today. The moon is currently 69.8% of the way full, making its way up to the full moon, which will be on the 14th of the month. On the Jewish calendar, year 5777, the month Cheshvan, today is day number 8. 8th Cheshvan, and the daily thought for today is just happy. Just happy. The Baal Shem Tov taught that true happiness is the high road to God. Serve God with happiness, sings the psalmist, and the Baal Shem Tov explained the happiness itself is your service of God. And finally, space weather, solar wind currently 336.9 kilometers per second. Planetary K-index currently quiet at a 2. Probably going to stay that way over the next 24 hours. Coronal holes seem to be opening up in the top and in the bottom of the sun. We might feel the effect from that over the course of the next several days. M-class flare possibilities at 1%. X-class also at 1%. Geomagnetic storm activity in the mid-latitudes hanging stable at about 15%. In high latitudes, stable as well at 20. Okay, so there's our cosmic weather today. We're going through this transformation. We need to have faith as we travel past the pillars of what we know into the unknown territories. Our emotions are going to be affected because we're being hit with different feelings that we might have not experienced for a while. But as we continue to process these energies over the course of this day, we start to feel that this situation is a good situation, that what we're doing, where we're going, is good. We'll feel it because we understand, okay? We understand, and our bodies know when we're doing the right thing. We can feel it. So I think there's a great healing that's before us. It may take a little bit of time, but nonetheless, the healing has started. We're on the path. We're traveling the unknown. Now we have just to keep the faith. And there you have it. UFO News is up next.
This is the UFO News with Joshua Poet.
All right, Dirk, thank you very much. Today I've got 3 UFO stories. Story number 1 takes us to Florida. Florida witness is describing a hovering triangle UFO. 2 Florida witnesses in Bradenton reported watching a triangle UFO with a red light at its base hover for about 20 minutes, according to testimony from the MUFON reporting database. The incident occurred about 8 p.m., October 22nd. The reporting witness stated that the object was a white triangle, well-defined with a red globe at the base. Florida MUFON field investigator George Hopper, State Select Director William Schroeder are investigating. Hopper and Schroeder reported their investigation notes remained stationary during the 20-minute sighting. The witness described the object as what appeared to be 2 long white fluorescent bulbs configured in such a way that it gave the appearance of a triangular shape with a red light at the base. They stated that the interior appeared darker than the light object. They had 8 times power binoculars. All right, so there you go. Check that out, see what you think. The next sighting here takes us to Russia. Now, we've seen this ring in the sky before, if you recall, in some of the other sightings. So as this page finishes its loading, we can take a look at a little bit more information on exactly what this is. Maybe it's not going to load in proper. There's links there. Let me jump over here to this other story. All right, this is, I'm having all these challenges and troubles with this. Don't know why, but it will get resolved. But here, we're seeing a lot of interesting activities, huh? A lot of ships coming in. We've been seeing that one blinking light. People are seeing that again. We showed that yesterday. All right, here we go. I think I got this under control now. Exposing top secret treaty between the U.S. and the aliens. Global Communications, Inner Light Publications, the ever-prolific publishing house helmed by CEO Timothy Green, has published a new book that delves into the UFO conspiracy theory and governmental gamesmanship called America's Top Secret Treaty with Alien Life Forms, plus the hidden history of our time. The primary text of the book is by Commander X, the pseudonym of former military intelligence operative who has long been dedicated to exposing the government ET cover-up, but what follows are excerpts and quotations from the book. Okay, down here says most stories about alleged treaty between the U.S. government and a race of UFO occupants start with President D. Eisenhower and his rendezvous with alien interlopers around 1954. The story is told in varying versions that may already be familiar in one form or another to the seasoned UFO reader, but it is told again here to lay the foundation for the basic concept of this book. One of the most thorough treatments of the Eisenhower encounter is told by Michael E. Sala, Ph.D., in an online posting called, aptly enough, Eisenhower's Meeting with Extraterrestrials. The chronology begins with the night of in early morning hours of February 20th, 1954, when Eisenhower was reportedly on vacation in Palm Springs and went missing. Next morning at church service in Los Angeles, reporters were told the president had required emergency dental treatment from a local dentist after losing a tooth cap while eating fried chicken. Dennis himself was presented at an official function that evening, seemingly to solidify an apparent cover-up to keep the press in the dark. The missing night and the morning, Sala writes, has subsequently fueled rumors that Eisenhower was using alleged Dennett to visit the cover story for an extraordinary event. The event is possibly the most significant that any American president could have conducted. Sala's paper continues. An alleged first contact meeting with extraterrestrials at Edwards Air Force Base and the beginning of a series of meetings with different extraterrestrial races that led to a treaty that was eventually signed. Sala then points to circumstantial evidence that the meeting truly occurred. One of the most questionable aspects of the situation has to do with Eisenhower's Palm Springs winter vacation itself, slated to run from February 17th through 24th. The vacation was announced rather suddenly and came less than a week after Eisenhower's quail shooting vacation in Georgia. This was most unusual. In the light of February 20th, when Eisenhower's presence could not even be accounted for, the media began to wonder if he had taken ill or even died. Eisenhower's press secretary quickly convened a news conference and put out a Dennis story. During the hours, Eisenhower could easily have traveled from Palm Springs to the near Muroc airfield. When one looks at the unscheduled nature of the president's vacation, the hours he was missing, and the Dennis cover story, a definite pattern emerges. Whatever was really happening behind the scenes was not something that could be shared with the public. So this itself sounds like a very interesting read. We certainly know that there's more of a history that our government has with extraterrestrials than they have shared with us. So definitely very good to understand and that history and so on and so on. So that's the UFO news. All the links of today's stories will be available. Actually, here, this one finally. All right, just leave the links. I'm going to move on. And that is it. Wake up. Here we go.
What if our government was responsible for some of the greatest crimes against this nation? Would you really want to know? These are big questions, but these questions deserve answers. It's time to demand truth.
People should not be afraid of their governments. Governments should be afraid of them.
9/11 was an inside job. Kennedy was killed by the CIA. Jimmy Carter saw a UFO. Answers to secrets you need to know. So wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Patriots arise. It's time to demand the truth.
All right. All right, all right, all right. Time to demand the truth. So you know what? I think we took a big step in the wake-up process yesterday. Big step in the wake-up process with Donald Trump. First thing that's most important to me is the spiritual connection, because this victory came, in my opinion, because God laid his hand upon this, that this was something that was destined to be. And I do know from the forums that I've attended, the people that I talked to, that over the days, there was a lot of prayers that were done. A lot of people were reaching out to God. I saw people that hadn't reached out before that were reaching out to God. And you know what? That's awesome. And if anything that assisted us, that was probably what assisted more than anything else in this process, that we actually reached out, because the problem we had in society is we were turning away from God. And here we found ourselves at a crossroad. Are we going to continue down a path following someone who were shown was extremely corrupt, or are we going to go down this path away from that corruption towards justice, towards lawfulness, towards God? Which way were we going to go? And last night was pretty historic. This is the first time in most everyone's lifetime that somebody other than one of the two insiders won the office of presidency. So this is a big victory that was brought to us, and I believe it was prophetic. You've seen the numerous pieces that I've brought up. Probably found some on the internet as well of the prophecy surrounding Donald Trump, the 777 prophecy that is out there. This is the year 777 of the Jewish calendar, and there's the story out there that on the first day of the inauguration, or after inauguration, Donald Trump will be 70 years, 7 months, and 7 days. Well, if that's the case, he fits right into that prophecy. I've been telling you about Trumpence, thinking that there was some significance to that, and also acknowledging that there was an Obama nation that was there, and seeing that signs that prophecy is unfolding. And we saw it before our eyes, my friends. We saw, and we've had an opportunity to confirm the amount of people that were having dreams about Donald Trump being president have now been validated. The people that received messages, channeled messages, and all sorts of information over the years, it's all been validated. And we've been shown that this path has been opened up, and it was pretty miraculous the way that it happened last night. In many ways, though it dragged on, it did seem like it was pretty smooth and effortless, because once he turned that first corner, he just kept on and on and on. So last night I was watching the whole thing yesterday from beginning to end, as I'm sure most of you were as well. And let's see here. Here we go. Setting this up here. This is the graph from last night. This is the graph that was used by Fox News in announcing what was going on. And you could see here they've got him at 274. They still haven't finally, called the final analysis for Michigan, which, as you could see here, shows that Michigan is 96% counted. Donald Trump's ahead right here. So looks like he's, going to win that. They just haven't finally called it. And the same thing down here for Arizona. He's got the lead down there. They're saying it's only 73% counted. So we're going to be tacking on some more between here and here. And of course, he's got Alaska, which is going to be another 3. So when all is said and done, it looks like he's going to be 300, 304, 306. So he's going to be over the 300 mark by the time all is said and done. All right, that was on one map here. This is the Fox News. Here's another one over at the Guardian that I was looking at, and they're still waiting on Michigan here, which they're showing Trump's in the lead there, and down in Arizona, Trump's also in the lead there, 98% reporting. Here it says all precincts are reporting here. So everything's reported in Michigan. The only thing they haven't done is give the result, which is Donald Trump won that one as well. So that'll add another 16 more to his total, which is listed at 279. And another 11 here. So 11 would make it, what, 280, 290. And the 16 here, so that would take him to 306. And finally, here's another one for you. This is over at Google. Just Google in president election results, and you'll come up with these particular results here. All right. 279. So again, on this map, still no result from here and here, but Trump's in the lead in both of those places. So it's just a matter of time until they call that. All right, so excellent, excellent, excellent. So congratulations to everyone that was on board the Trump train. I know how hard we worked over the course of this year. I know how hard we struggled with the challenges. I know how hard we were having to deal with all of the corruption and the lies. But you know what? We made it through. We can take a deep breath now. We made it through, and we've been shown through this process that there's divine effort moving us forward now. We've shown ourselves, we've stepped back onto the path towards God. We've shown God that we want to make a change. We don't want to go down that dark path that we were headed. And so all is well. We're headed in a good direction now. The awakening has occurred. It will continue to occur. And I just think this is an amazing, wonderful opportunity that is before us. And I just see so much validation came in. So much validation came in many ways for us to understand there is a higher power, a high intelligence looking over us. All right, so there you go. Donald Trump, the next president of the United States. All that we have to go through yet is the electoral. We'll finish this process. They meet on the 19th of December to get that process going. They finalize it at the beginning of January, and that will then bring us to the inauguration on the 20th. We still have yet to hear from Obama about what he has to say about this, but Hillary just gave her concession speech. She was quite gracious, I must admit. Quite gracious in her speech, thanked everybody, and understood and knew that this was it. But she also called for unity amongst the people that supported her, saying that, keep an open mind with Donald Trump. Give him a shot, because he might surprise you, might do really well by you. So that's what I have to say to everybody. It is a time to come together. It's a time for healing. It's a time for us to all to understand we're Americans, and there's many things we can do to make this country great again. Many young people, you might not remember when it was great, because if you're 21 right now, it means you were 13 years of age when no, it's not right. You were 14, 15 years of age when the last election occurred, when Obama got in. So you've only known one way of life for a certain amount of time. Now things are going to be different for you, for many others, and you'll be able to see what things were when they were good again. Because I do believe that we've gone down the path and we've seen enough darkness to know that we don't want to continue that way. All right, so there you have it. That is that. Let's move on here to this story. This is a story, what a gift to experience this mass awakening with front row seats. It's truly an amazing time to be incarnated on Gaia Earth. It is truly a gift to be alive. Those of us who are awake, what a blessing it is for them to watch this awakening unfold before our very eyes. This is what we've all been preparing for. It is truly an honor, and we are riding this amazing wave consciously. The tidal wave, we can call it, is hitting and awakening so many levels, more and more every day, faster and faster than ever. This truly is a gift to behold. I am emotional, filled with tears of joy. Yes, there are many who are or will lose their lives in the process, but do not fret. We all contracted for the outcome of this and the existence on Gaia at this time. There is no death. We are eternal. We are on an amazing ride. Go with it. Flow with it. Love every minute. Love everyone. Have gratitude and love in your heart. Feel the joy. Do not fear. Do not hate. Do not fall for the tricksters and their desperate moves. They have lost the battle and they know it. Consciousness is spreading and we are watching this. All this madness going on around us, it is truly a gift. It is a divine gift. We have needed it for those yet to awake who are awakening now. For example, the U.S. presidential election is a gift. This won't last. It's the end for the system. The water war going on at Standing Rock is a gift. A true power play that again won't last. Even the police are starting to hand in their badges. It's a beautiful time. These are truly eye-openers that no one can deny. We give thanks. It's all happening. We are ascending. It has started. We are all now facing this. It is awesome. The beginning of the next phase in a true heaven on earth. Embrace it, flow with it, have fun within it. You will find that many have some discomforts, colds, sore throats, nausea, headaches, migraines, gland issues, digestive, and more. This is normal. Ride it out with gratitude. You want this change. We are transmuting our earth mother. We are growing in many ways and reactivating our many gifts. Avoid taking any unnatural medicines such as antibiotics, prescription meds. These will not help you. We are outgrowing the ability for these to affect us, and they are slowing you down in the process. Remember, keeping grounded every day speeds up the ascension process. By grounding the new universal energies into the earth, if you're unsure how to ground, then there's grounding exercise in here at this link. Spend time in nature, learn to connect with the earth. It says it's time to celebrate, rejoice, share and love, be true to yourself and your heart, speak your truth and be free. You are a sovereign being, stand in your power. We need you, we love you. Peace and love, good vibes, Amanda Gossi. Infinite flow. Alright, very nice piece. And this is right on par, right with what's going on. There is awakening occurring, my friends. And what we need to have with this awakening is gratitude. Because this awakening is occurring because we are being guided by a benevolent force that is allowing us now to see, allowing us the opportunity to see. It's up to each one of us to finally open our eyes and see, but the opportunities are being presented, and for that I am grateful, and I know there are many grateful, and I think what we've learned from this process is the idea of humility now. Humility and getting to work, okay? This isn't about gloating that this election has gone this way. It's about knowing this is what needed to happen. So let's now move forward. Let's move forward to get her done. Get done what needs to be done. All right, let's close our eyes. Take a deep breath. And exhale. Another deep breath. And exhale again. And another breath. And exhale. Now, as we continue to breathe in and out, I want you to just contemplate the flow and the rhythm of the universe as it breathes in and out. And I want you to contemplate how you, all of us, are part of this energetic dance that takes place with each and every breath. How the earth is part of this breath and all things around us. And as we contemplate this, we feel the flow of life and energy that moves back and forth, to and fro. And as we feel the synchronicity of this flow of life, we feel and understand that all things that we do and are a part of this flow. And when we are in connection with it, things go smooth, and when we are out of sync, things feel out of sync. And so we feel life, and we feel the difference. And we feel that as we wake as a society, we begin to get back in sync, back in the flow with the path before us. And as we begin to flow in oneness with life and the direction life is moving, we feel life becomes simple and effortless. Heavenly Father, Heavenly Mother, we thank you this day for blessing our life with the opportunity to move forward ever closer to you, the opportunity to move along the path of righteousness. We thank you for the blessings that you have provided into our lives. We thank you for guiding Donald Trump to victory here in America, that we have the opportunity now to move along a path without the corruption, making America the place of leadership, the place of opportunity, the place of example for all of the world to see. So as we follow your path, Lord, as we follow along the ways of your servant, your messenger, as we continue to move forward, may we ever be mindful of the love and the blessings you pour into our lives, that we too may share this love and blessings with all that we meet and all that we see. We thank you for the light of the Christ that flows through us, emanating out from you, Father, Mother, into the whole of creation. So let's let the subconscious mind continue on the journey of observing, experiencing, and just connecting with the synchronicity of life by simply connecting with the flow of what is taking place in the subtle energies around us. Let the subconscious mind continue on that journey, sending out love and light to all that we meet. And let's bring the conscious mind back to the present moment on the count of 3. 3 coming back to the present moment filled with confidence. 2 coming back to the present moment filled with faith. And 1 coming back to the present moment happy, healthy, and whole. Happy, healthy, and whole. Take another deep breath. Exhale. And open your eyes. All right, my friends, that is it for today. Thank you so much for being here. Go out and celebrate today. Independence has been gained. Yesterday I told you it was our Independence Day, and that truly it was. And we'll remember that day, November 8th, 2016, as a day when we Americans spoke up, when we stepped aside from an oppressive system that has held us back as Americans for a long, long time. We've just taken a major step, my friends. Let it sink in, and let us be grateful for the divine hand which guides us forward. And as we continue to remain vigilant, continue to move forward on the path of righteousness, we're going to find that there's many wonderful opportunities that come our way. We've crossed into the unknown, my friends. We're now operating on faith. So let's have the faith. Let's continue to exercise our belief and our trust in God, and just allow this to unfold now in the magical, beautiful, mystical way that it is doing. Interesting time to be alive, my friends. Interesting time. That's it. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and information. Till then, I love you. Keep loving each other, and I will talk to you soon. Peace. I'm out of here.